I talk about the young man that Ono had a problem with from Seattle, Washington here last week. You're looking at him right now because Shiloh is an above-board kind of guy. He's legit. He does it the right way, Kenny. He does it the right way.
I'm going to have you give me the definition of above board. I'm not sure if I know what that means.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to my left, he comes from Seattle, Washington. This is Shiloh.
I've been in this business 22 years. No one ever said I was above board, so I don't know what that means.
That's because you're not above board.
Then what's it mean?
That means you would not be willing to pick the briefcase and put it up next to somebody's head.
Oh.
It means you would not be willing to pull $20 out of your pocket like you've ever pulled $20 out of your pocket and pay somebody off.
All right, point made. Quit driving a point home. I got it.
And talk about somebody that can drive a point home. You're looking at him right now. The man who says he has changed. He has seen the light, if you will. But we will find out. Let's go to the ring. Triggle right now is a little distracted by what Olivencia is doing. There you go, buddy.
And introducing, he comes from Buffalo, New York. This is Jamin Olivencia.
I think Twinkle Toes got caught up in the dramatics of Jamin Olivencia there.
Well,
quite a show he puts on going to the ring.
That's right. No one except maybe perhaps the Kamikaze Kid could rival the entrance that Olivencia makes, and that's all about the peacocks as opposed to just the raw aggression and intensity that Olivencia brings. Quick pulls the leg and quickly on top, but that wasn't so much about a cover as it was about trying to land that left fist to the face of Shiloh.
He keeps saying he's changed, but I see these tendencies of a Jamin from the past.
Well, you know, I've got to pose the question. I don't know of these two having any real problems, but the way that Olivencia started this match, I'm wondering if there's some little underlying thing that I'm unaware of.
Well, that's very perceptive of you because I was thinking the same thing. This looks like a couple of guys that either got something unsettled from the past, maybe something in training camp from when they were being brought up.
That's a good point.
Or something is not settled between these two. I would agree with that.
A myth.
Might be a way to put it.
Well, Olivencia right now with all of the body weight on top of the chest of Shiloh. Shiloh trying to turn his way into that hold, which is the only way out of it. You turn into the pain.
Another Friday night TV taping here at OVW. Jamming them in here with a shoehorn again. They're still coming in late, Dean.
And don't forget, if you have missed Riot Act, it's tomorrow night, Saturday, March the 27th, right here at Davis Arena, 4400 Shepherdsville Road, Louisville, Kentucky. We're hoping that you see this in time to be here and join us. Not only the Mexican Death Rope heavyweight title match between the champion, Keith Wellington, and Lowrider, but also the Kamikaze Kid and Fang with the TV title and much, much more. Also, the Southern Tag titles on the line with the future Benny and Andrew out here tomorrow night at Riot Act. If you do miss it, go to ovwrestling.com and you can get the DVD of Riot Act. Hold it, cover, hooks the far leg. 1, 2. Of course, the crack team of Dean Hill and Kenny the Star Maker Boland and Carl Twinkle Toes Martin will be on hand for Riot Act.
Are we going to let Twinkle Toes at the booth tomorrow? We're going to let him?
I can only hope he'll be in the booth tomorrow night.
All right.
He does bring a little extra splash to it, if you ask me.
And you can even understand some of the words he says.
He's getting better at it anyway.
A little bit.
As Shiloh ducks that big right fist from Jamin Olivencia and drops Jamin on the back of the head. Right now, Olivencia stunned, and Shiloh's trying to get the cobwebs out of his head.
I'd like to understand some of the
cover
words.
hooks the far leg. 1.
I'd like to understand some of the words that have been said between these two in the past because something is up with these two.
Well, you could feel a little bit of tension. I thought this was going to be just a straight-up good contest, but there is a little something going on here. Neither Kenny or myself can put our finger on it.
It's kind of like Cornell and Kentucky last night. Cornell had a 1-0 record against Kentucky. They beat them in 1964, the only time they'd ever played each other. And Kentucky didn't take too kindly to that.
Olivencia works his way out of that. Shiloh lost control of it.
Wow, nice. I don't know if I've seen that.
I thought Shiloh was bringing something else, and obviously Olivencia thought he was as well. Shapiro saw, come on. 2. Oh, and Olivencia kicks out the last second.
He either created a maneuver on the fly or he's learned a new one because I hadn't seen him do that before, unless you have.
I had not as well. And Olivencia feeling the effects of it.
Find out what he calls that. That was pretty neat. surprised he didn't win the match.
So look at Shiloh going for a sleeper. Can he get it cinched in?
I know Jamin had not scouted that move because he fell right into it.
Well, I have to admit, I have not seen Shiloh try to put a sleeper on someone, at least not that I recall.
Well, it never hurts to learn a new hold or two. You got to have something you can pull out of your basket there, bag of tricks, whatever you want to call it, that your opponent ain't seen.
Oh, the roll-up, 1-2. Oh, Olivencia reverses that.
Once again, I'll make a Cornell, Kentucky reference. Kentucky knew they were going to do nothing but shoot three-pointers. What did they do? They stopped the three. If Jamin has nothing new in his arsenal, then Shiloh can scout it and shut him down. Same the other way. So you got to mix in a little something new.
Oh, it is at the bridge. 1-2. The strength that it takes to do that. The strength that it takes from Shiloh to do that.
Absolutely. You got to mix something new in every week, though. You got to surprise your opponent, because if you have no surprises, he can scout you and stop all your offensive maneuvers.
This is the backslide tug of war right there. Shiloh works his way over. Oh, goes for the submission hold.
That is, unless you're much bigger and much stronger than your opponent, then maybe you don't need all that. These two are about the same height and weight. I would give the strength probably equal on this.
Olivencia was trying to get to the rope to break this hold, and Shiloh was successful in keeping Olivencia off of it. And right now, again, Olivencia submit to this. Olivencia is trying to figure out a way of getting to one of the ropes to break this hold.
I might give Jamin a slight edge in strength, but it'd be just a slight one now.
They are pound per pound and inch for inch, virtually identical. Again, Olivencia is on the wrong end of this, and Shiloh is putting all the pressure on that he can. If he can just get the rest of his body weight on top of it, Olivencia may be going to sleep here.
If I'm not mistaken, and I rarely am, Jamin has a little bit more ring experience around the nation than he does.
We'll see if he can get out of this, because right now if that arm falls a third time, and here's number 2, it's all over with.
He's got a little more OVW training under his belt than Shiloh does, so you would think he would have at least a slight edge on paper.
Olivencia able to come back from the edge of darkness. Olivencia again just trying to work whatever he can. Got it back up to a vertical base. He's come back from almost going to sleep there.
Shiloh might have been trained by the midget over in Seattle, but the midget ain't no Rip Rogers. Let's face that fact.
Wow, what a maneuver Shiloh put on Olivencia, and Olivencia kicks out. Olivencia back to reality. And comes down, and man, that was almost so quick. I'm not sure if I saw what I saw.
So you don't agree with me? You don't think Rip Rogers is a better trainer than Midget?
Far leg. 1, 2. I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm not having time to agree or not agree. This is just going so fast. Trying to keep the play-by-play on this.
Well, you're the play-by-play guy. I'm the color guy. I give the facts and figures. You call the play-by-play. Probably better that way. You're probably better not to have an opinion.
Hold on. What? Again, I was hesitant to call because I wasn't sure whose shoulders were down. It looked like almost both of them were.
Yeah, it was kind of deceptive to me too, but we got a competent referee in there right now. I'm sure he would know which one was down, which wasn't, if not both.
Olivencia comes running in twice and catches an elbow and a boot from Shiloh. Shiloh's climbed up, was going to roll him up, and Jamin works his way out of that too. Oh, man!
Here is your winner, Jamin Olivencia.
Once again, I did it, Dean. Slight edge and strength and power, and it was just enough to get the victory. Jamin Olivencia does it again.
Olivencia with the victory, and you can see a little bit of the look on Shiloh's face. Shiloh is not very happy about it, but Olivencia out here offering a handshake.
I told you Rip Rogers was a better trainer than the midget. Oh, well. Told you there's some stuff going on there, too.